Hello, I'm Faith, and welcome to Faith's Take, where I talk about anything and everything that I find interesting. And welcome to my reaction of RiffTrax, Attack of the Super Monsters. Now, this is a RiffTrax that came out December 27th, just of last year, 2019. And it's very interesting because it's part, stop-motion dinosaur monster movie and anime. And so this should be really fun. So the thing that caught my attention, though, was I get their Patreon previews that are a little bit longer and show a little bit different parts of the movie than just the preview that they have on rifftrax.com. And what caught my attention was that a character is voiced by Cam Clark. And for those of you who don't know who Cam Clark is, you've probably heard his voice before. He was Leonardo in the 1980s Ninja Turtles.
Not so fast, Shredder!
As well as the knockoff Aladdin, if you've ever heard that.
Something tells me this was not a game played by my father, and that my uncle, is not my uncle at all.
So that really piqued my interest, and I looked into it, and I actually have not watched it yet because I wanted to wait till I could do a reaction video, even though now it's almost like a month later. I've just been super busy with work and stuff. I've been nursing the same cold for like 3.5 weeks, but I'm finally feeling better enough to like shoot. I got a new phone, so the picture, at least from what I'm seeing using this camera that faces me, is way better than my other one was. I hope the audio is good because I'm just using the phone on this one to test it and see how good it sounds. I can tell my voice is still a little bit froggy, but we're good. I am gonna get into this because I was excited for this one, and I thought it would be a fun one to come back really with another reaction video because it's been a long time since I've done one of these. So we're gonna read the description real quick and then we'll get into it. When stop-motion dinosaurs meet anime superheroes, only one thing is certain. Things are about to get dumb as hell. Mad ruler Emperor Tyrannus lives beneath the earth and commands an army of super monsters by shouting at them like late career Al Pacino. Despite being gigantic fire-breathing dinosaurs, their main strategy is to hypnotize substantially smaller animals like dogs and bats into attacking humanity. It's not a very good strategy, but then again, this is not a very good movie. Standing in their way is Gemini Command, which consists of 2 siblings and 2 idiots. The siblings Jim and Jem can bond to form the all-powerful Gemini, whereas the 2 idiots, Jerry and Wally, at one point lose track of their pet Sloth. Can they save humanity? No, many people die horribly. Well, at least they were just cartoons. Join Mike, Kevin, and Bill for one of the most unique movies we've ever done, Attack of the Super Monsters. So this seems to be a very unique concept in film, as well as just very goofy, which is perfect. And according to IMDb, Cam Clark is Wally, one of the 2 idiots. So this should be really fun. He also has a lot of like just extras, so you probably hear his voice a lot in this. So let's get into Attack of the Super Monsters.
In their secret underground caverns, developing an intelligence equal to that of man.
What?
Powers far than they appear. The answer was a fearful one indeed. You will all be destroyed.
Oh my gosh.
I meant to say animated. You will all be animated.
This is such a weird, like, I don't know why they didn't pick either one or the other in terms of like live action or animation stuff.
They are forced to attack humans by their mad ruler, Emperor Tyrannus.
Dinosaurs trying out the old Nuremberg defense again.
Animal into a murderous beast that will obey his every command.
So Tyrannus is a dinosaur?
Excuse me, I'm eating moss at the moment.
Oh my gosh, what? What was with the editing? What the heck? Was it like they had some... No, I guess it wouldn't be stock footage. Like, everything looks so cheaply done. Oh no! But everything looks so cheaply done, it's like, why not pick either the animation or the stop motion or the puppets or whatever? Oh, there's Cam's voice. Aww. That is sad, though.
Then physicist Dr. John Carmody.
John Hitler.
Jim Starbuck.
Why is this part live action if the rest in this scene is animated?
So let us prepare for launch.
Sig Heil. I mean.
Oh no! Like, but also the mustache looks like painted on, but not in like normal animation way.
Doctor, what do you mean?
Also, that piece of electrical tape hanging from his not fooling anyone. It really.
It's a comedy.
These switches between animation and not are giving me the bends.
But the story's great, so totally.
Green light, of course.
Increasing power, Captain. It didn't even slow them down.
You know,
Let's make...
They won't be hurt, just knocked out for a while. Then they'll turn back into ordinary dogs.
That's what they told the kid in Old Yeller.
Yeah, it's like, how did they know that? They don't even know, like, what turned them into the monsters.
After years of struggle, the Bumpus's dogs are finally... Guys, I'm glad we're finally riffing videos for toddlers.
I think there's a lot of fun kid stuff that would give them really good material out there.
Thomas the Tank Engine is like, what is this cheap bullshit?
Looking at us a Tyrannosaurus. Be exterminated.
Oh, nurse then?
Reminds me of my mother-in-law. What do we
What?
What we need is the bionic circuit within the bodies of the two squad members that allows them
What?
to combine and
So they're each half robot? So... Like, they kind of lost me there, man.
For the dinosaurs.
Classic. So it wasn't him? Wait. Didn't he just die? Is it a different Tyrannosaurus they just fought, I guess? Or is he still alive?
Stuart built this whole... So he started with dogs. That didn't work, so he's gonna try it with a smaller animal.
I guess these can fly at least.
Airwolf, no! The helicopter stunts from Nightmare at Noon laughing.
Oh my gosh!
Sounds like she's got it under control.
Oh, no.
it's a super.
This is Jem. Go ahead.
Jim here. It's the monsters again. Now they're using giant bats.
Jim calling Jem. I'm sure that never gets confusing.
Get the bats are in the building.
I'm sorry, are bats much scarier in Japan or something?
Jim, come on. Where are you?
Jem, it's Jim. I'm with Jem and the holograms. Jem.
Yay!
Oh my gosh.
He sounds mildly perturbed.
Otherwise, you will all be destroyed.
I've got to get down there somehow.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, let's go see if our friend wants to play.
I hope you like Settlers of Catan.
I can sense that you are somehow different from the other humans, but I will still destroy you.
Word for word, how I proposed to my wife.
Oh my gosh.
It's more of a drill with some ship components.
It's like the Larry Mobile in Rumor Weed.
Once again, the super monsters have been defeated by the
I'll have to look this up. Was this intended to be a movie or was it episodes of like a show? Because it's so like episodic feeling so far.
Void in Mississippi.
Okay, I had to stop just for a second to look it up because I was like, this is so episodic. And yes, this was originally a television show entitled Dinosaur War Eisenborg, and the first 4 episodes were compiled into this movie.
Oh, hey, Mikey! Jem is here. Yeah, she is.
I wasn't denying it.
Have you finished cleaning? I don't appreciate your telling me what to do with my money or my blouse.
The Earth is under attack by super monsters. Guitar noodling and blouse fights.
Jim, Michael wants to talk to you.
Speak of the devil.
No, check that. Not even the devil would ruin a blouse.
I'll find her. She was chasing that rat.
No, he deserves to lose a sister for ruining
It's their job. That's right.
Yeah, they sure grown big down here.
Are they like just ignoring the dinosaur?
Just keep doing this, guys. Everyone remain still.
Subterranean life form. We can't fire on them and we'll blow up the whole compound.
That hasn't stopped it before.
Gunfire.
Look, they're turning into mice cubes. Turning into mice cubes.
I'm more firmly in the Tyrannus camp now.
Wally, we've got it contained. I always dreamed of growing up to be a fireman.
But I just became ugly.
All the dinosaurs sound like terrible, like Rolf the dog impressions.
You know what we have to do. Gemini power is the only thing that can get us out of this situation.
Is
Let's
it?
get ready. Don't go, Gem. Stay here.
Let me go.
I like how Jem doesn't get the. Oh, whoa!
Oh, he's turned into what's love got to do with it?
We have a job to do.
What the heck? Oh my gosh!
Nothing can ever beat us as long as we stay together as a team.
As long as I beat you.
Gem, then we'll use our
What?
own sonic devices to guide those old rats right into it.
Oh!
Give the kids in the audience what they want. Charred rats.
Yeah, what? Like, but if the rats are gonna be dangerous anymore, I guess you could let them live.
Into the fire. Of course it's working, Lieutenant Fordham. It was my idea.
Unless Peter asks, then it was.
There's only one way to settle this.
Yeah? What?
Let's be friends.
Sounds like a good deal.
So Jim hits
I was
her.
hoping for a chainsaw fight.
It's like Jim hits her and learns nothing, and she's like, let's be friends. Yeah, okay.
Oh my goodness, no. My friend Sam's not a criminal. He's a Central or South American herbivorous tree-dwelling mammal, commonly called a sloth.
What's a sloth?
What?
Here's a mugshot of little Sam.
Right after we killed those tourists.
He's adopted another animal.
Ah, forget it. Forget it. That tree sloth is like a son to me. I'm sorry.
What?
Why would he waste a good soldier? That suburb is small potatoes.
That's a very good point, Jim.
Their lives are worthless, and I was foolish to care.
Oh no.
So what about all the people in the tower?
Wally, don't worry. We'll call the Earth Defense Relief and Rescue Team to take care of that problem.
They exist? Why haven't we called them already?
And if you can't cooperate, then you can get off the team.
I'm off the team as of this second then, sir. I know
Oh.
my job.
Come back.
Oh man.
You're marching to your death. Bring Wally too.
Jim seems like a pretty terrible leader, though, based on the last part. So it's like, honestly, I don't blame Jerry for like abandoning.
Oh no, how will they dick around for 10 minutes before deciding to become Gemini?
How cold? I just gotta wake him up.
Jim!
To wake you up as fast as
There, he's alive. If we don't, we can't stop him.
You won't make it, Jim.
Well, thanks for the pep talk.
We've got to try. I'm attacking now.
He's a Jedi now. Cutting off that arm really slowed it down, huh?
But if all the dinosaurs are so explosive, wouldn't like one blast be enough?
Oh, sorry.
If Jerry's willing to risk his life for us, I'm willing to do the same for him.
I agree.
You should risk your life.
See, Jem is like the best character.
I promise I'll never disobey again. Probably.
I gotta start reading those resumes.
Wally, you have a visitor. He's been hanging around waiting for you.
a friend of mine?
But I'm wildly unpopular.
Now I see what Dr. Carmody meant when he said your friend was hanging around.
It's a monkey and a raccoon combined.
What?
Huh?
Fly a plane. And with the countryside in ruins and Tyrannis still at large, our heroes decide to call it a day.
That was so good. That was so fun. It was so different. It's like it had the essence of the Gamera and Godzillas that Mystery Science and RiffTrax have done in the past, but it was like such a different twist because it was like it had the episodic, like really lame, goofy, like you had the anime, you had the Power Rangers, it had all the 80s cartoons and shows that were just there to sell toys, Ninja Turtles, Transformers, all those things, like all blended into one thing. And the movie itself, like, is it bad in terms of it's goofy, it's kind of stupid, yeah, but it wasn't like as terrible as a lot of other things that they've done, both on RiffTrax and Mystery Science before. It was something that was funny kind of by itself for how over the top and ridiculous it was. Like, the mix of all the different types of, like, styles and animation and stuff, the music, the voice acting, like the dubbing, everything is bad, but definitely in a so bad it's good way. And it did have an innocence to it because it was clearly made for kids, made to sell products, you know, made to just be a little Japanese show for them to watch, you know, just a cartoon. And it just, like, it had all the earmarks of something, like, funny and goofy, but it had, like, you know, this, like, it's for kids, but not in, like, I don't know, it's almost hard to describe, but it was so good. Like I said, it was funny in and of itself, but the riffs were obviously really funny. And I like when they riff things that are a little different for them. Like, you know, they haven't really riffed something like this, before. And I really like when they can mix it up and give us something a little bit different, whether it's like genre-wise or whatever, because it's just really cool to see them tackle different types of material. I would love to see them tackle more like this. The 80s and 90s shows that were just there for toys, or like more dubbed cartoons, more rubber monsters. I would be in favor of all that. And like earlier, I mentioned Kim Clark, who was one of the voices in this. He, like I said, was in Ninja Turtles, but he was also the knockoff Aladdin. This kind of felt like a mix of a few of those things that he did in the past. And it's like, if they wanted to do that knockoff Aladdin, or like other films like that are kind of all in the same vein of, like, you know, familiar, they're in the realm of ripoff, but have their own unique flavor of weirdness to them, is basically what this was. It was kind of like a ripoff slash send up of all these things that we've seen before: Gamera and Godzilla, Power Rangers, even though I think Power Rangers was after this, actually. All that kind of stuff. Maybe it was a precursor, honestly, to that kind of stuff. And it just, like, kind of all melded together, of stuff we're familiar with. And, like, that was just really fun. I would say if you're looking for a super fun RiffTrax that's different, that's a different genre than they usually do. They don't usually do animation unless it's like a short. And, you know, if you love the Gamera ones, like I do, and like most of us I think do if you've seen them, it has a lot of that flavor to it, but it was its own unique thing. It wasn't like derivative of past riffs and Mystery Science episodes or anything. It was its own unique thing. I really would encourage them to, if they can find more like this, definitely do more like this. They did a great job with it. It was super fun. It was different. It was like, it was just really interesting because they built it up as like, hey, this is really cool and fun and different, and they were absolutely right. So, not that I didn't believe them, you know what I mean. So, I would say definitely this one is worth the money, worth the time. It's about 1 hour and 20 minutes. It is ridiculous. Get the same animation sequences over and over for the same type of scenes, it's confusing. It has the same plot explanations over and over and over again. It's really fun. It's ridiculous. It's out there, but kind of in a positive way. So I would say this is definitely worth your time and money to check it out. Please do. Please support them on rifftrax.com. I'm just going to say that because I've gotten a couple comments before of like, oh yeah, I got this on like a different site or whatever. Or like, oh, does anyone know where I can find these for free? No, go to RiffTrax and do it. People that are like, why do you only post, you know, reviews instead of the whole thing? Why the hell would I post the whole thing? I'm here to support these guys and to see if you, like, encourage you guys to support them. I don't mean this in a terrible way. Most of you guys are absolutely wonderful, but I've had a few comments like that, especially in the last few months, and I'm like, I don't play with that around here. If you want this, pay the money and go to RiffTrax. I do encourage it. Absolutely. Go support them. Check this one out. I really hope you guys enjoy as much as I did and have a lot of fun with it. I'm glad I finally got to do another reaction video like this. I've been wanting to for a while, but between a ton of crazy life stuff and my health and work and all this stuff, I wasn't able to. But I'm glad I finally did. So I hope you guys liked it. And thanks again. I'll see you guys later.